Expelliarmus!
Oh my god!
I woke up on the inside. I woke up and looked outside. And I woke up to
Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Bea and with my partner Theo we're currently on our way up to the Arctic Circle in Europe.
We literally cannot wait to get to the Arctic Circle, but there's so much to do before we do so. It's just started raining. We're getting bitten alive by, or eaten alive by mosquitoes. So we're gonna make this fast, but Visit Finland have actually hooked up for us to go and visit another bear hide because we had so much success at the last one. We really wanted to visit another one further north. So we've traveled over 100 miles north and here we are. It's so remote, it's so beautiful. Let's show you around a little bit.
As Theo mentioned, we are pretty remote and we've done quite a lot of off-roading to get here. Just check out all of the dirt that we've collected on the van. She's actually two-tone right now and I think she looks quite dapper, but as you can see behind her there's a beautiful river. Let me show you.
So I'm literally again being eaten alive. I think it's because we're near the water. We're literally like 20 feet from the water. We got our own little river beach going on, which is amazing. And as we've got further north, it's so quiet. We pull up to all these beautiful locations and it's literally just us, but we are just down the road from where the bear hides are situated. And I can really imagine a bear could walk past at any time. But check this, what we just spotted on the floor as well.
This is moose poo. These are giant looking Maltesers, are actually fecal matter from moose, so that means that we are well and truly in the wilderness if the moose are pooping right by where we're parked up.
I woke up and looked outside. A faint call lifted my eyes.
So it's now about 5 p.m. and we need to get to the bear hides for about 5:45. So we better get a move on. These roads around here are quite rough, as you could tell earlier from all of the mud up the side of the van. So everything takes a little bit longer.
They say, oh, I've got time.
Meeting up at Kahu Kusamo, it's a short walk to the bear hides, a larger one for groups and a smaller one for individuals or couples. We were in a smaller one with one other person.
So we've just arrived at the hide and hopefully we're going to see some bears soon.
Almost immediately, 4 eagles descended upon the clearing, scattering the seagulls before resting in a tree. The brown bears found in Finland feed on a variety of different food sources, including berries and fish. They are currently bulking for the winter. Once the snow descends, they will hibernate from September through to March.
Guys, this is absolutely ridiculous. There is 7 bears and we are surrounded right now.
Varying in age and size, the bears had a clear hierarchy, with younger individuals keeping their distance from the older bears.
Even more bears have turned up. One's just turned up with 4 cubs. This is crazy.
Born in January or February, the female bear and her cubs will remain within their territory, scouting out food and shelter for at least a year together. Cubs climb trees to escape adult bears, which may become aggressive.
I think I've lost the ability to actually talk because we counted at one time 18 bears. That's just ridiculous. I literally feel like I'm in a dream right now. It's crazy.
The bears stayed outside the hide for a number of hours, bathing in the lake, looking for fish and occasionally having arguments, which resulted in one or two leaving the area.
This has been insane. I actually cannot believe the amount of bears that we've seen. And they're still here now.
Bear hides in Finland are a fantastic way to photograph bears and other wildlife without interfering with their behaviour or causing them distress. It's also a safer way for you to observe them in their natural habitat, whether you're a photographer or not. European brown bears are incredibly cautious of humans, making them almost impossible to see here without visiting a hide.
So we've come back to the location we stayed at last night for a barbecue.
Yeah, they had this hut here, as they do everywhere in Finland. I keep saying the facilities are amazing, so we thought we'd get a barbecue on. The weather's actually really nice, and I was lost for words last night, so couldn't say anything about the bear hide, but I think you will agree, seeing 18 bears and 4 eagles, it was a pretty good night.
It was insane, and right now we need to get this fire going because the mosquito situation here is intense, almost as intense as the bear situation was.
Wash over me, let me fall from my surroundings. Take over me, over every rushing.
This is the cabin where we're having our fire and barbecue this evening. How wonderful is this? The fire looks like it's built out of an old wheel, and there's a table there which I've put our food on. They even provide a little fish grill and stuff, and a kettle, and all the seating area. You can have a full-on group gathering here.
Whoa! Expelliarmus!
Oh my god.
Bet you didn't know I was a wizard. A fire wizard.
Falling for a moment. Oh, this could be my last chance.
So I've got both hoods up. I'm fully protected from the mosquitoes because even though Theo's made a smoky fire, they're still getting me. They're biting my face, they bite any bit of skin they can get to, so I'm fully protected, and now I'm going to whack this on the fire so I can make dinner because like I keep saying, I'm starving.
So we're going to cook with the fish grill and put it on top of the fire as a platform for the ridge monkey, otherwise the ridge monkey will just drop straight in there and burn to smithereens.
Isn't this what life's all about? Cooking a quartet of vegetarian sausages in the great outdoors of Finland with your other half being eaten by mosquitoes. Now Theo's going to have his sausages in bread, and I actually haven't organised any gluten-free bread for myself, so I'm just going to have them a la carte. Would that be the phrase? Plain sausages.
Check on these bad boys. Oh, they definitely look done. Alright then, are you ready for sausage?
I've literally never been so ready for a sausage in my life. Actually, 2 sausages.
Yeah, let's get going then.
In the grip of your arms, far from where I.
So I'm currently sat on a swing, and I wasn't going to vlog at all today because it's quite boring really, we're just driving along. But something funny happened yesterday. A motorhome parked next to us, and obviously that's fairly normal. They were in their 60s.
So we were parked just here and they were opposite us in the car park, and what I saw in the morning really did make me laugh.
So this sign yesterday said 12 hours parking only, and what these people have done is covered it in masking tape and wrote happy camping on it. So I might expect that from teenagers, but not a couple in their 60s, so it was quite amusing to wake up to. I'm not sure whether we should remove it or leave it, but what I've done is I put it on Instagram and I'm gonna leave it up to the people to decide. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, go over there and follow us, because we do all sorts of live interactions like this poll. Currently, 68% of people think we should leave it on there. 32% think we should remove it. Right then, Gingy, time to stop cleaning yourself. We need to hit the road. So we just arrived in Sweden and literally the first thing we saw was a massive IKEA, and there's literally camper vans everywhere. It's like the Walmart of Sweden.
So this has got to be some sort of designated space for motorhomes and caravans and stuff, because this is the most we've seen in weeks, and right outside IKEA, this really is the best place to park.
So in the IKEA car park, B has just spotted a little red cabin in the distance, which looks like it may have a toilet disposal area, and we don't need to use that because obviously we have a composting toilet, but it may have water, which is always useful. So this is pretty cool. The IKEA car park actually provides free Wi-Fi, which is very cool. We don't need it though because we have our own internet in the van.
We're all stained glass windows, bracing for the storms.
So as you saw from us going to IKEA, we're now in Sweden and we've headed a little bit down the coast to meet up with some friends, Thomas and Hannah, who live on a really beautiful 8-hectare property, and we're going to show you around because they've got some really cool stuff going on here.
Teach me forgiveness, mercy, mercy for my own skin.
So we're in their massive barn where Thomas is storing and working on his classic VW twin cab pickup, and it's actually built a wooden frame onto the back of it. It's a work in progress, but so far it's looking amazing. So one of my favourite parts about Thomas's build is this secret kitchen area on the side of his truck. This is going to be covered by plywood that is going to flip up and create a really nice solid awning area. But check this out. This is a jerry can that opens up and stores drinks and food inside. At the back of the truck is the habitation box, and it's a really good size actually, and that's going to sleep 2 people in there. And one of the most amazing things about this build that Thomas is doing is everything he's using is reclaimed and completely free.
Carved out from the Swedish forest, Tam has built Camp Makai from the natural resources available. Birch and pines surround the camp, and there's a number of different areas to explore.
So this is the entrance to Camp Makai, and down here it's really well thought out, keeps you above the ground. It reminds me of being back on the Kungsleden. And then this is the meet and greet area. It's really nice. This is Tam, who actually owns this place. So yeah, tell us a little bit.
Right, so Camp Makai. We've got a piece of forest on the farm which is not being used for anything. And because I love backpacking and camping out and sleeping in my hammock, and to an extent a little bit of bushcrafting, not too heavy on that side, I really wanted to create a space for like-minded people to gather, to come together, to enjoy themselves, whether it's sitting by a fire and drinking a cup of coffee, or having a cookout, or practicing bushcrafting skills, sleeping in a tent, hammock, tarp, whatever. So that's what we're doing.
We're all stained glass windows, bracing for the storms.
We also hand-picked blueberries growing on their property. A popular berry amongst the Nordic regions, it's found on small shrub-type bushes low to the ground and is usually seen in the summer months.
This is the first time I've ever picked berries in such an efficient way. When Tam first showed me these, I thought it was a litter scoop for the cat litter tray, and then actually this is the best way to pick berries. You're literally just like mowing the bushes and just getting a load of berries. It's brilliant.
I think we've established that I'm the better blueberry picker so far.
Oh, is it? He's making a competition out of the blueberry picking, clearly.
Definitely got a bit of a competitive spirit.
Oh yeah.
For every brother, every stranger holds the face of God.
See you later. Cheers.
See ya!
Thank you so much, Tam and Hannah, for inviting us to come and stay at your farm for a couple of days. It was really lovely to have a break from being on the move, because we realised that ever since we hit the road again in July, we literally haven't stayed still in one spot for longer than 24 hours. So it was great to stay with them and just have some time. And actually, whilst I had that time, I worked on our website. I changed it up a bit because it's been the same since we started it almost 3 years ago now. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, today's video has been sponsored by Squarespace. And if you don't know what Squarespace is, it's where we host our website, and it's a fantastic platform to create really lovely looking and easy to use websites. You don't have to have any experience at all in website building. So if you want to check it out, have a 14-day free trial and 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, head to squarespace.com/indieprojects and give it a whirl. And I'm really happy with what I've done with the website. Being on the road has actually given me a lot of inspiration to update the blog, so I've been doing a lot of new blog posts on there, and there's a lot of stuff to write about. I've written about getting to Finland, travelling with the cat, and even some easy van life tips. So I love having a blog. It's just as good as having a YouTube channel, and that's actually how we started off documenting our travels 5 years ago now. And if you want to keep up to date with us, because you can't wait a whole week until the next video, we update regularly on our social media accounts, so Instagram and Facebook, and also on Patreon. We do Patreon only blog posts and monthly live streams. So thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next video.
Head over to theindieprojects.com/shop and check out our new merchandise. Join us on Patreon for exclusive content, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.